for sure.
It's a cram session. How many people can you cram into a vertical live stream?
Hey, everybody.
Oh, what's up, guys? About that.
Howdy.
He says.
Can you believe somebody said we were disorganized? Jeez, unorganized. Whatever. We are.
Was it one of us that said that? Because
no, we got a comment. I said, yeah, we do that on purpose.
Right.
It's unorganized organization. How's it going, everybody? Welcome to our middle of the month cram session. I know this is weird for you guys, but we did announce that we were going to try doing this every other week. And for a little while, we're going to do it in the vertical platform. So I'm sorry for you people that don't like it. It's not my favorite either. But what we're trying to do, our goal for this is obviously, I'm not going to lie, to get more subscribers. But our main goal is to pull subscribers from the dark side and get them into the good stuff, right? Because we consider
like those penny nickels there. Exactly.
Like this, the good stuff. We want to learn them right. So how's it going? Everybody, welcome. If this is your first time watching the live coin Q&A, welcome. We appreciate you guys being here. This is, like I said, this is our cram session. So this is our stream dedicated strictly to you guys, asking us your questions. If you have a question about a specific coin that you own, we probably will not be able to answer it because we will need to see pictures of it, but we have an email address just for that. So this is more general coin questions and just hanging out with you guys. So anyway, welcome. If this is your first time, if you want to put a 1 in chat or let us know how you heard about us, we'd appreciate it. And it's nice to see you here, Sean. Sean usually does not join us for our cram sessions.
He doesn't sound like he's in the best of shape.
He's not, so he may not be doing a whole lot of talking, but
not a whole lot, but I'm glad to be here.
Well, we're glad to have you.
That's Froggy.
The mid-month cram session, I'll be here.
That's awesome.
Cool.
And I want to say welcome to Mike Noodle. If you see the people in blue in our chat, those are our moderators. Well, Shannon and Coin and Card Hobbyist are actually up here on the panel. But Mike Noodle is with the Coin Show podcast, Mike Nodelman, alongside Matt Singer. They do their Coin Show podcast at least once a month. And if you guys can head over there and give them a subscription, we would appreciate it. You won't be sorry. They had Ben the Coin Geek.
Nice coins too.
I know, and they had Ben the Coin Geek on, Adam, who said that he doesn't do that kind of stuff.
I saw that. I didn't see that before.
I know. I kind of, when they said, so ask us your questions, I said, when is Ben the Coin Geek going to be on the live coin Q&A? Right. That was the only question I asked, but whatever. It's okay. I understand. They're cooler than we are. I get it.
Yeah, they are pretty cool.
They are pretty cool guys.
I put the link to their YouTube channel in the chat, so if you haven't subscribed to them, do that. And I think Paula said once a month that they stream. It's once a week, generally.
Oh, that's right. Did I say once a month?
Yeah,
I meant once a week.
I know what you meant, but I'm just
sorry.
Want to make sure everybody knows it's on Saturdays.
Are they weekly? I didn't think they were weekly. They're not weekly, are they?
Yeah.
Every
They've been trying to be weekly.
Well, I guess they're weekly then. For some reason I was thinking that they're only weekly. I'm there all the time, so I don't know. Oh, he said we are now. So they used to be monthly, right? And now they're We've been on their panel before, on their hangouts. We have a blast when we go. They probably won't let me on there anymore because I talk too much. You'll find that out real quick. Hey, Eric, how's it going? So good to see you, my friend. Eric Beyer, you can find him on Copper Coins on YouTube.
Didn't he just do some sort of reveal a few minutes ago?
Probably. The last one I watched, he did a roll, a 1957D roll, and he found a ton of double dies.
Nice. Hey, David.
Now, Paula, was that double die in RPMs? Because there are a couple double dies that are really nice with RPM.
I don't think so. I think they were all just
double dies. Okay.
Just
regular, you know.
Yes. So I lost my hat at the Penny Lady's table, and
you did.
She took it up to the customer service counter, and Mike's like, "Oh, that's Adam's hat."
Aw, that's so nice.
I'm glad she did because they're like $60. These hats aren't cheap.
Jeez.
My stars. I know he sounds like a little froggy, huh, Maria? He does, poor guy.
Oh, it says the roll before had RPM 5 and DDO number 2. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, because he did do a couple of them, but the one I watched were just double dies, and they were awesome. So welcome everybody again. I want to welcome, if you guys are new to the channel, welcome. I hope that you will subscribe and come back. Also, if you're new, please be nice in the chat. Otherwise you won't last very long. Just saying.
We are monitoring the chat. We do notice when we do this format, we get a little bit more
trolls. Shouldn't say that word. It draws them in. It's like saying Beetlejuice. But we don't put up with it, and that's okay. Because, you know. Okay, 1982D weighs 3.08 grams. Is that, no, that's perfectly normal. 1982D, there are 7 normal business strike variations for that date. And
also, it's only 0.3 grams off from
3.11,
which is still within tolerance.
Yes, tolerance is plus or minus 0.13 grams. Yes. On the copper, on the zinc, it's 0.10. Yes. On the copper-plated zinc planchets, the tolerance is 0.10. And on
if you had an 83, then we'd be talking.
Yeah, we'd be talking.
Mike Graham wants to know what we think about grading some of the 2022D DDR shield scents with the lack of interest in them.
Well, you just said it right there.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
With the lack of interest, yeah.
Lack of interest. You know, that's part of the reason. That's one of the things that makes a coin valuable. And if it doesn't have the value there, it doesn't have the interest there, it probably doesn't have the value there. And
that's kind of like the NoFG Memorial, the 69D. They removed that from lack of interest.
And commonality, because it became so common. Yeah. Calm Waters Living. So there are, let me grab a link for you. 1 second. Let me grab a link for you and throw it in the chat, and you can read a little bit more about them. Copy. And paste. There we go. So there is a link for you right there. Link and sent resource. Tells you a little bit about all the different large date, small date, Denver, Philly, San Francisco, copper-plated zinc. Crazy.
What does grading generally cost to send out or to be graded?
It depends. Depends on the value. Depends on what you're grading. Depends on
Who
how
you're
quick you want it
sending
back. Depends
Who
on what
you're
grading
sending.
company. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Average though, probably $50 around.
And calm water grading, if you are new to the hobby, grading should not really be something that you're considering. It's kind of an advanced thing and really can be a very expensive lesson. It would be more beneficial for you to learn how to grade yourself first, how to grade coins yourself. And that's tough. It is a tough thing and takes a long time. But most coins are not really worth grading. And it depends on what you want out of it.
If you get good at it, though, then you could. Because I do bulk. That's how I save money. I do all mine bulk. So.
But you know how to grade.
Well, yeah, that's the difference.
Oh, right.
Don't send them in if you don't know how to grade, and you're like, oh, okay, and then they're going to send them all back to you and charge you a fee.
Immigan said it right. Grading takes education, and education is usually expensive.
Except here.
Except here, true.
Totally free.
But we can't really teach them how
and
to grade.
Sometimes you can win books. Sometimes you can win books.
Oh, yeah.
What's up, Drew?
Yeah. So the ANA has great grading courses that you can take. They also have books. ANA. In fact, I should give some of these away. They're old, but Jeffrey Schumer sent me a ton of these at one point when we were doing the big show. So yeah, and these aren't, I mean, they're not great pictures, but it's got basic knowledge about grading, what to look for each denomination and everything. PCGS Photograde, they have it's a decent place to look. My suggestion, if you have a coin shop near you, is just to go in and get to know the dealer in there and become friends and just look at a lot of graded coins. I think that's the best way to learn if you don't have access to the other things.
Ant's asking, is that guess the grade site good? I haven't heard of that.
The grade site. I have never heard of that.
Is that AI? I think that might be AI. Is that AI? I want to say that's
I'm not sure.
Be patient and be kind. Yes, be patient and be kind. Correct.
Hey, Charvan. Is it Charvan? Or Charvan? Charvan?
Charvan. We got Drew Peanuts on that.
Michael Kittle's here.
Michael Kittle, how's it going? Michael Kittle is the one who I first heard say that one of the best ways to learn how to grade is to look at a lot of graded coins. He's the person I heard that from first. And I always thought that was a great thing.
I liked, when I first started grading, I really liked PCGS Coin Fact because you can go through and check out each grade and see the differences between them all.
You can. Well, so Coin Facts, you can't really see all the grades on Coin Facts, right?
No, you can see most of them. You can
Photograde, you can.
Photograde too works, yeah. You could do that
one
also. That's good too.
But yeah, I guess if you look at, I guess people have some coins low. I don't know, but yeah, CoinFacts is good. Photograde is good. Yeah, you can also go to eBay and look at different graded coins on there. If the photographs are good enough, then you can get some idea. But for the most part, I try to steer people away from grading coins when they're new because it can get really expensive and it can get really frustrating too. If you send a coin in and you think it's a great coin and you I saw this actually, there's a lady on Facebook. I won't say her name, but for a couple years now, I've been watching her send every coin she gets in to be graded, and she just keeps getting bad result after bad result after bad result, even though the people in are telling her, giving her really good information and telling her not to send them in. She continues to do it. And she finally posted something and said, I think I'm going to just quit the hobby. And that's unfortunate because she has spent so much money and just kept getting bad results. And that's what's going to happen is if you don't know what you're doing and know how to grade, you will inevitably continue to be disappointed. And nobody wants to, that's no fun, right? This hobby is supposed to be
advanced skill. It really is an advanced skill.
It really is. I'm not good.
You don't start at grading. You start, and work your way up to it. It's not something you can jump right into right away.
One of the problems is that you see all of these TikTok videos and these clickbait videos and these big, some of these bigger channels, not Sean, because Sean never encourages people to have coins graded, but some of the other bigger ones who every coin they show is a graded coin, or most of the coins they show are graded coins. So people get the idea that that's something you're supposed to do. And it's not at all.
And Eric has a good point. You got to remember, every design on the coin is different. Mm-hmm. So you have different. For like the buffalo, it's raised, and it's a raised design. And then the Liberty, the Walking Liberty it's hard to grade. That's a hard one to grade too. So there's, Lincolns are pretty easy to grade in my opinion, but memorials are harder than wheats. I think wheats are easier to grade than memorials.
And you get to certain years and certain mints, certain years and certain mint marks are weaker struck normally, right? There's certain so many aspects.
And you got strike, you got eye appeal, you've got luster, all that stuff is part of that. So
yeah. Clean. Well, you got to, you have to be able to identify a cleaned coin.
Damaged coins, yep.
Damaged coin.
Wheel marks, that's one that's, always gets everybody.
So there's just a lot to it. I highly suggest putting that to the back burner and having fun, learning about coins and things like that, because I mean, if I could keep everybody when they're brand new from even buying coins until they have some, basic knowledge, that would be my ideal.
And I'm with Mark on his question, his comment here on Photograde. I'm okay up to mint state, and then I don't know what I'm doing. And I'm kind of the same way. I'm really good at grading mint state coins, but when it gets to circulated stuff, I have to kind of. It's a little, more rough.
I'm pretty good up to 65, to mint state 65. When you get up into the really higher grades, then I forget it, because and another thing, when you first start out, every coin you own, you think it's way better than it is.
Yep.
Yep.
Every coin's a mint state 70.
Plus.
Right.
Yeah. So. Well, 96 penny with obverse marks on a coin is given to you by
Mike. I've seen a lot of coins. I just maybe haven't seen a lot of circulated coins.
Die clash. Okay. Yeah, die clashes are fun. Calm waters. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point, Michael. Yeah, 4 different times, 4 different grades.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Can definitely be subjective.
It can. Did you guys watch? Speaking of Ben the Coin Geek, I really shouldn't say his name anymore. Because he won't come on our show. I shouldn't even talk about him, but I'm gonna anyway because I like him. He broke apart a 47 double mint set. Did you see that?
I sure did. That was pretty cool.
I was sweating. Like literally, I was shaking. I was sweating. I had to buy some chocolate. It stressed me out so bad watching that because, I mean, I knew it was just going to be a money pit because they're worth those sets, just like they are worth a lot of money, and oh, anyway, but it's a great video if you guys want to see it. Watch. Ben the Coin Geek has some really, really great grading videos, and
great content in general.
He intentionally sends coins off that nobody would ever send off to be graded to teach you guys about that. So that was his purpose in doing that, to teach you how you can lose money by sending things off to be graded that don't need to be graded. So he really does a great job with that. That's one of my favorite things to watch that he does on there. He takes the loss to teach you guys a lesson, and that's great.
Drive safe, David.
That's right. Be careful.
Oh, yeah, drive safe, David.
And thank you, Calm Waters, for the nice words, saying you folks are very helpful.
Yes.
Well, if you look up at the top, if you guys are new and you look up at the top, pinned at the top in blue is our email address. And we have that set up to give you guys a place to send your coin questions. So you can send your questions, try to take really good photos of both sides of the coin and the place that you want us to look at, and ask a specific question, and we'll be happy to help you.
What year were coins changed from copper to steel to bronze, etc.?
Oh, well, are you talking Lincoln cents?
I guess we're talking Lincoln cents, yeah.
Yeah. So go ahead, Jen.
So 1909 through 42 is going to be bronze-ish.
Mm-hmm.
43 is steel. 44 through 82 is copper. 82 through today is zinc.
Copper zinc.
Copper coated zinc.
So 09 to 62. Was it 62 that they took the tin out? I ask this all the time because I can't.
Okay.
I think it's earlier.
Is it earlier?
Yeah.
I thought it was 62 that was the last year that they had tin in
It could be 62. Oh no, I thought it was like 58, 59, somewhere in there, but
yeah,
you're probably right.
I think in 62 was the last year, I think, that they had tin in there, and then they took the tin out, and then
62 it says 62. It was eliminated.
Yeah, and then till 82, part of 82, is copper and zinc, copper and zinc alloy. So bronze, brass. Wait, brass is, I don't know, man. Brass is copper, tin, and zinc, right? And bronze is copper and zinc. Brass and bronze. I don't know. One's brass, one's bronze. One's brass, one's bronze. Just say copper. Just say copper. Take any confusion out.
Bronze has 10.
Bronze has 10, right.
And then you got to add that sulfur in there when they put it in the 44 from the steel. I mean, not the copper from war. All the old shells and stuff, they melted down for the
91 was what I think maybe. I'm sure we did, Scott. I'm sure we did. If you guys have sent us emails, we are, again, we only have a couple people working on them, so we're working as quick as we can on getting those answered.
Hey, Nikki.
Amanda's always dominating. We can't shut her up, Indigon. Ever.
We try and try.
That's me. Never mind. I'm going to run and grab some coffee. So.
Thank you,
Thank you, Calm Waters. Appreciate it.
Welcome, Jesse.
I'll be right back.
Don't you all talk all at once?
Oh yeah. Sorry. Does anybody have any questions that we can help answer? Not specific coins, just random whatever. Motor mouth. Amanda's the motor mouth. Don't forget to hit the like button. Thanks, Mark. Oh, she was looking up. Yeah. Okay. We see your chat. Hi, Jesse.
Yeah, stick around, guys. Don't go anywhere because towards the end of the show, we're going to be giving away this book. This is Joe Cronin's brand new book, The Henning Nichols Collector Guide. And he signed it. It's signed and dated and numbered. So this one is 92 of 175.
Nice.
Southern Coin Hunter went pretty good. Sunday night seems to be a good night to do a show for me. So I'm going to start doing more Sundays.
It's a very underrated day, Adam.
Seems like there's a lot of not the big dogs that are on Sundays, so that kind of helps a little bit, I think.
Yeah.
That's good. How many silver dollars melted under the Pittman Act?
A lot. There were a lot, if I remember right. There was a lot.
Well, let's see.
A lot of 1921s.
Well, not enough 1921s, right? Aren't they still everywhere?
I'm sure a lot of them were melted down during the recession, during the Hunt Brothers. There's a number of periods during our, life, I guess, where those things were melted.
It says the Pittman Act authorized the melting of up to 350 million standard silver dollars into bullion. Mike says that a total of 270,232,722.
Wow. That's a lot.
Great silver dollar meltdown of 1918.
That's a lot of VAM varieties that ended up.
Not only that, just think that's a lot of toners. Think some beautiful toners. They probably just threw
right.
Now, back in the day, they called it tarnish.
Yeah, says it was nearly half of the
silverware needed to be cleaned.
Silver. I know. Nearly half of the entire Morgan silver dollar mintage up to that time were melted.
That's crazy.
And that's why some of the years are really hard to find, right? That's because because they melted so many of them, right? I think that's a big part of it.
Yeah. Well, probably the ones that they melted a lot of, I imagine most of the ones you find are probably in higher grade because they were probably hoarded. I don't know. I'm just making crap.
So Angels is asking dime with no ridges on the edge. It's smooth. 2017 dime. That's one of the things that we would probably need to see pictures of.
Yeah, probably. But so reading is imparted onto the coin by the collar die. And so unless it was struck outside of the collar, which would make it a broad struck coin or an off-center coin or a misaligned die. If it's struck, well, not so much misaligned die, but unless it was struck outside of the collar, the reading would be on there when it's struck. So it would have to be post-mint damage. Something, most of the time when we see that, it's what we call a dryer coin, which doesn't necessarily mean it was stuck in a dryer, but it means it was stuck in something that removed the reading, that wore the reading down.
Just wore it down, yeah.
Yeah, that wore it down. So 99.999% of the time when we see that, it's because it's damaged. But yeah, you can definitely send us pictures.
Papa Giorgio says between 1878 and 1921, about 657 million Morgan dollars were produced.
There were a lot of crazy things that happened with Morgan dollars, just a bunch of hoards and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, one of the fascinating dates to me is actually 1903. At one point was a ultra rarity.
Yes.
That was like $4,000 or $5,000. Nobody could find them.
It was hoarded,
and then a hoard ended up being found, and then a whole bunch of them entered the market. But they're today, like 63 grade type coins are still worth about $800 to $1,000. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah,
it is crazy.
And not to mention all the casino tycoons that ended up hoarding a lot of these Morgan dollars, Redfield and a few others.
So David's asking, any idea how many were sent to Europe and melted? And Shestina said, I heard a lot of Morgans got melted to help France in World War I. Is that true?
Well, I am going to post a Coin Week article for you guys that talks about, it's a short history of the Pittman Act.
So anybody wants a good book on lost and found coin hoards and treasures, this is a book from David Bowers. Pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
So
it's pretty interesting.
The Whitman book.
Legs is asking, saying, you say it takes a long time to learn. How long have each of you been into the hobby? Well, I'll start that, and I'll say that I used to be a collector, not a collector, but I guess I was a hoarder of types, because I'd just pull things out that I thought were interesting and put them in a box, which of course, like wheat cents or bicentennial quarters, those kinds of things, which I think everybody does. And I basically started over getting really into the hobby with COVID, because there was, nothing else to do.
Mm-hmm. I've probably been in it shorter than any of the panel. I think I started in 2016, 2017. I think it was 2016 I started. And rapidly realized that I had a very expensive taste in coins and would never be able to afford the coins that I wanted to collect. So I decided that I was just going to learn as much as I could about it. And I found errors and varieties, and that became my love. I always kind of loved puzzles. And so errors is really what I mainly focus on. But doing this, what we do, has been the best way for me to learn, because a lot of the emails that we've received over the years, I've had to research and do a lot. I've done a lot of research, because we don't just willy-nilly guess and answer your questions, your emails. If we're not 100% sure or pretty close to 100% sure of what we're telling you, we will ask other people. We will research. We have great I guess resources, but people that help us along the way. We have Ken Potter and the Coin Show podcast, the guys from the Coin Show podcast. If we have questions, I've asked Mike about ancient coins. So Sean's been doing it since birth.
Yeah, I started in 2006. That's when I started.
So Mike asked if we ever heard the story of the 1919 India rupee, which I have not. I don't know if anybody else has, but he could tell us the story if we want.
Yeah, tell us. You want to come up?
Is that the story? They're stupid.
Have them come up.
Mike, I'm going to send you the link if you want to come up. You know you are
Sure,
always
you can
welcome. Where are you? Let's see. Mike.
Oh, he's typing it in.
Well, that's fine, but I'm still going to send... Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Space.
So under the Pittman Act, we were melting Morgan silver dollars and sending it to Britain. War nickel is 35% silver. I believe that is correct, yes.
Yes, that is correct.
And manganese.
And that manganese is what makes them turn black.
Gold. Or gold. Well, they make them turn gold, too.
That's horrible. Oh, my gosh. So, I don't know if you guys saw Daniel Malone's video where he put, what is that stuff called? That stuff that comes in the red jar? That cleaning stuff? Like jewelry cleaner or silver dip or whatever it's called.
Oh, is it this? Hold on. This?
Yeah, E-Zest. Yeah, the E-Zest.
Yeah.
So he put coins in that left him overnight.
Oh God.
And those dollar coins, the Sacagawea and the Innovation Dollar, I think are the two that he put in there, turned completely black. Completely black. Like it destroyed them. It totally destroyed them.
I hope that's what his intention
was. Maybe it was. It might have been MS-70 Papa Giorgio. It was one of those, yeah. But I'm sure the E-Zest would do the same thing. But.
So Mike continues and says, India needed silver and Britain asked us to send the 1919 shipment to Mumbai. So all 1919 Indian 1 rupees are made from melted Morgan dollars.
Wow.
That's interesting, huh?
That is interesting.
It is interesting. That's like the Columbia Exposition and I think the Isabella too, the Isabella quarter. I think that most of those were made from melted obsolete silver coinage, like a lot of the seeded dimes and hello, Birdie.
Jesus.
I think I read that somewhere. Maybe I'm making that up again. I don't know. I think I read that somewhere.
I had a question. The Pittman Act, was that part of peace dollars too, or was it just Morgan's? I can't remember because I thought there were 2 separate meltings.
Well, it was 1918, so the peace dollars weren't even done yet.
Okay, so there was another one where they melted a bunch of peace dollars. Which one was that? That's the one I want to know.
So let's do the math and figure out the weight of all the coins produced. So you know, no, you do it, Papa Giorgio. I dare you. I'm not doing the math. Tarnex.
Shastina said, I started, I think, in 2020, learned the most since I found Coin Q&A. So thanks, panel. You are all appreciated 100%. Thanks so much.
Best, Shastina. We'll keep you around.
Thank you.
It's always nice to hear that.
Oh, it says here. In 1965, amid such controversy, the Denver Met struck over 316,000 peace dollars dated 1964. And then they melted those.
Yeah.
And then Daniel Carr made some many years later.
He sure did.
Yeah.
He sure did. That he did.
Gamer Kid says, any knowledge on HF Sovereign Victorian gold coins?
No, but if you send us a question, we can find out for you.
Oh, okay. Pittman Act also melted pieces.
We'll put Amanda on that right away.
Good at that. Oh, and by the way, who was it that said, Sean? I forgot. Sean, are you still doing your Blue Ridge collectibles? Oh, it was Mark. Mark.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen any videos lately.
No, not really. I haven't done anything on that channel in over a year.
Yeah. They're going to make 1964 Morgans at Philadelphia. In Philadelphia.
What's up, Diggin' Dave?
Amanda does need a raise. Angie, you're right. She sure does. We all need a raise. We all need a raise. This
and maybe if we get like over 1 million subscribers, then we'll finally get a paycheck.
Right? That would be awesome. That would be awesome.
Go back and check that. Or they were melted, right?
Is Digging Dave in chat?
Yeah.
What's up, Dave? How's it going? He's like,
even see that's what the vertical streaming does. It even brings people like Dave into and ATOG. What's up, ATOG?
Oh, that's funny. And Dave's like, what? You're not showing one of my coins? What's up with that?
Right. It's the battle. We should go back and just put together all the Digging Dave versus Dirty Water.
That's a fact. Hey, I want to remind you guys that it's less than a month, and we're going to be in Tulsa, Oklahoma, at the Northeast Oklahoma Coin Show. We're going to be there, and the U.S. Mint's going to be there too. But we know you guys only want to come to see us. But all of the panel members are going to be there at the Tulsa, Oklahoma Coin Show, so you guys can come and see us.
Yep.
And
the bird's going to be there too.
No, we're just going to bring a smoke alarm that's the batteries are running out of, and
beep,
and we'll let it go on off in the back. It is that video that brings in Numismatics.
That's right. Any online references for fractional currency? I have a 3-cent fractional I know nothing about, nor if it's legit, says Indigon.
Sean would know that. Sean is your best online resource.
Is Stacy allowed to visit the Starbucks? No. Not unless it's drive-through.
Yeah, it is drive-through, exactly. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Is there any coin show for YouTubers? Yeah, Diggin' Dave. The Tulsa show is considered what, a YouTube get-together because a lot of the YouTubers, are going there. You got Silver Seeker. You got Rob Feinstein.
Yeah, Rob Feinstein.
You got in chat, a bunch of the people in chat. You got ATOG and
Blue Ridge Silverhound.
Blue Ridge Silverhound is going to be there.
Is Silver Bull going to be there?
I hope so.
He has been.
Yeah, he was there last year. He's been kind of
Roseanne?
MIA, so Roseanne will probably not be there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
She may or may.
Michael Kittle is definitely not going to be.
Kittle definitely won't be there. But
yeah, there are at the fun shows. Yeah, there's a lot of YouTubers there, but
yeah, there's
we have a separate section. There's kind of a designated section at this show for YouTubers, and there will be some tables set out. Mike from Mid America Coins has set up some round tables for people to kind of sit down and chat with their favorite YouTubers or whatever.
That's cool.
Eric, there's going to be a show in September in Tampa. It's supposed to be another YouTube kind of show that's going to start this year. It's being put on by Coin World.
Right.
That's cool.
Yeah, that I would love for us to be able to do that show. We probably won't be able to do it this year, but maybe next year we'll be able to
nice
do
and toasty.
Yes, my kind of Well, it's going to be toasty in Tulsa too.
Well, true. In the middle of summer.
Michael Kittle will be at Long Beach in a few weeks. Yep. Eric, you need to really try to come to the show to Tulsa. I'm telling you. YouTube is going to go live sales soon. I don't know what that means, but YouTube has had live sales for a long time. There are lots of YouTubers in the coin community that do auctions on YouTube. Lots of them.
Unless they're trying to be like Whatnot, like the format and all that stuff.
Oh,
maybe they're trying to be the new Whatnot. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
The fun shows have many YouTubers, Eric said.
Yeah. Yeah, there's lots of coin shows that but it would be nice if they started doing like designated sections for YouTubers and people in social media and stuff. That would be nice. This is the fourth annual YouTube meet and greet for Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Fifth.
Is it the fifth? Okay.
Yeah. Silver Seeker did a video earlier today at another Oklahoma show. And Mike was there, and Mike said it's the 5th year.
Okay. Yeah, because they used to do it in Grove.
Yeah, you guys liked the Grove spot.
I did. Yeah,
I actually did like it. I liked it, but it was too small.
It was small.
What they want to do. So, and the place was closed anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they were closing the venue anyway. I think they were not going to. They were tearing it down or something.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
So Edward's asking a question that we probably shouldn't go into very much, but Edward, if you go back probably a couple of months, you can find a video on B&B coins that kind of explains everything, I would say.
Yes, she did a video, and he is out of the picture.
Yeah.
So it is just her now.
Yeah.
Michael Kittle, that'll be a good show. Oklahoma City. Yeah, ANA show in Oklahoma City next year. So.
Without permission from YouTube or who is the contact to do shows. And well, we don't do shows under the YouTube name. We are all creators on YouTube. So it's a YouTube creator. It's a meet and greet. It's not a YouTube show. It's a Tulsa, Oklahoma coin show, and it's a meet and greet. So yeah, I'm sure if there were TikTokers that wanted to be on there or whatever, then they could come too. But yeah.
David's asking if anyone is going to the World Fair of Money, because it's a 4+ hour drive for him to attend. Would it be worth it? And I would say I've never been, but I think it would definitely be worth
it. I think they said over 1,000. Like it's twice the size as Central States.
Wow.
Twice the size as Central States.
Wow.
This year.
Yeah.
So I will be there. I will be at the ANA show in Rosemont this year.
If I wanted to do it in my state with sales, I'm not sure I understand what you're asking, Alex.
So, like, are you asking if YouTube sponsors the show or sponsors the YouTube? There's nothing.
No, they don't.
Connected there, and nobody really goes there with the intent of, hey, we're promoting YouTube. We just started going, and now they're calling it that because the people that put it on, well, the person that puts it on mostly is Mike from Mid-America Coins. He didn't have a YouTube channel until after he started doing this show, and then he kind of created a channel, but he's related to some of the other channel content creators as well. So that's kind of what brought it in.
So I think we should have a cherry picking competition.
You just go right ahead, Adam, because I can't leave the tables.
Okay, so wait, would that be volume or just best pick?
I think best. I think the best. The best.
Because volume, I think you definitely win. Let's see.
Jake Rivera.
Sean and his wife will be doing one. Stacy and Sean like to do that, so they'll probably do it.
Yeah.
92. Jake Rivera says, I found a 92 double stamped reverse mirror mint condition. Looked almost as though the A&M are touching unless it's under a microscope. Okay, so you need to send us pictures because we can't really answer that. I can tell you that you won't have one side of the coin double stamped typically. If you're talking about a double die. That doesn't have anything to do with the striking of the coin. That has to do with the creating of the die itself. And if you're talking about a 92 close AM, we would need to see pictures to verify that or not.
Hey, I did think something was pretty interesting that Ken Potter shared on Facebook with the A&M, and you know how
braiding?
Braiding? Yeah. And it makes it look more wide, or and I thought that was interesting. I thought, well, yeah, I mean, because you're like, God, that looks kind of like a closer wide AM, but not.
Well, you have to sometimes. So there's 3 main points to look for when you look for a closer wide AM. It's not just the A and M. You have to look at the FG, the initials on the coin, and you have to look at the A between the 2 T's in states. Sometimes you have to look at the other diagnostics to tell.
Joey, 53D Bugs Bunny, the Booger variety is a very nice variety, and it's pretty pricey. A 64 is probably a good $300 coin.
Dang. Nice. How rare is the 71S Brown Ike DDR FS801? Oh, Brown Ike. Okay. 1971S Brown Ike DDR FS801.
I don't think I've ever found one of those. Huh. I'd like to find one.
Dirty Water says he's trying to find one.
S Brown Ike DDR FS801.
By the way, I'm sorry if I'm hiding anybody that's just trying to be, funny, but I'm not I'm not taking anything tonight. Sorry. You put something totally stupid in there, and yeah.
So Dirty Water, I would look at I guess the only place that you could really get any idea on that. So I don't know if you've checked the Ike group. They probably don't have a population report on that. You could check PCGS and NGC, their populations on that, how many have been graded, but I don't know that that's really going to tell you how many are out there. And I'll tell you, though, that there are a lot of master die doubling on the Ike dollars on the series period. But so be sure to check that has not been like delisted or anything. I don't know. Let me go see what
there are pretty there are some pretty nice Eisenhower varieties though.
Oh yeah.
Sure. And there's a lot of them that are not attributed, and you can find them. Like for instance, the Peg Leg 71S.
Peg Leg and the Eskimo boot. There's the Eskimo boot too. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I've been in the hobby since mid '90s, and one that I've had a lot of issues finding, and it doesn't seem like it's that tough to find, is a 72 Type 2.
Right.
Yep.
That one has eluded me for years, especially in really nice condition.
Oh, that one.
Yeah, Ikes are kind of growing on me. I really like a really nice proof Ike that's got that beautiful deep tone in it.
Well, I've been trying to find a 76 Philly Type 1 reverse, one that I could send off to PCGS in the hopes of a grade higher than 65. They're not easy. The plancha qualities are just in the toilet in that particular year in Mintmark.
And sorry, I just wanted to finish up. Dirty water. Also, make sure when you're looking at population that you're checking the cameo and deep cameo designations too, because if you just look at one, like if you just look at the non-cameo, then it's not going to tell you the whole. There's not a ton graded by PCGS. It looks like maybe like 10.
So I was going to say, Mike Noodle, if you are still listening or if you're in the chat, can you please see Alex's questions? Alex has questions on some ancients and values and whether to invest in them or not. And I think he would be a good, if nothing else, Alex, you can send us an email with your questions and we can get some information from him or from his
or from Christian
parts or Christian.
Yeah. Mike is a great resource. He works for Harlan Burke. He worked for Harlan J. Burke, and they have a ton. They don't have a ton, but they have a few, like 2 or 3, I think, experts in ancient coinage. So yeah, send us an email with pictures and a description, and we'll try to get you some information.
And Stephen mentioned what's our go-to site to identify ancient coins. I don't know that there's a site out there. I think we would go to these people that we're speaking of right now to get some assistance with those. I don't know that there's one out there.
There's really only one place where I've had a lot of success identifying ancients, and that's on forum chat pages, most specifically Collectors Universe. I think they still have a dedicated group of people that do ancients on there. And if you throw out a coin with good pictures like, hey, I don't know anything about this, can you guys help? Then they could kind of walk you through it. I know Coin Talk and Collectors Universe forums used to have people that do that, but there's no website.
Mike just put his email in the chat too, Mike Noodle. So Alex, there's Mike Noodle's his last name is Noodleman. It's not Noodle, but there's his email. You can send pictures to us, or you can send pictures to him, and he'll help you out too. So
he said he's eating ribs. He's not going to get his keyboard over.
He didn't have to tell us that.
But thank you, Mike.
Thank you.
Let's see. So Indigon did back up here ask if the people in charge of the Cherry Pickers Guide are now receptive to feedback, or are we stuck with leaky bucket die chip varieties in our future?
Oh, God.
I think we're going to be stuck with leaky bucket die chip, not varieties, in our future. I really do. It's unfortunate, but I think that, but I'm sure they would be receptive to it. I think it got bought. So Whitman isn't doing it anymore, right? Or maybe they are. I'm not sure.
Well, they did publish it under Whitman for the more recent release.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. The one with the dimes and quarters. But I don't know what that's going to look like from this point forward.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. I think that the new one, the next one is the 6th edition volume 3, I think is slated to come out in the next few months, I think. But
so 2 years?
Yeah. So yeah. If they say few months, it means like 2 years, but I don't know.
For every month it's a year.
I don't have a whole lot of I'm crossing my fingers and I'm hoping that it won't be like that, but I have a feeling that at least for a while it's going to be like that. Because I think
the crux, the biggest issue There's too many contributors.
There are.
And there's so much information that whoever the main people are spearheading it, they can't put it together efficiently.
Yeah.
And not to mention that the experts are all getting older. So
July 17th is the date. I'm going to pre-order. So it's coming out this summer. Oh, gosh. Okay.
Well, that's what I would say.
That would be awesome.
It would be, well, maybe. I don't know.
Coach's Magic asked if there have been any recent discoveries on 2024 coins. Didn't we have
right, Paula? Something on the that Hope Quarter or
that is up for debate. Every day we're getting new information, people finding half a bag, 3/4 of a bag, whole rolls full of. So I've got coins on the way to Tanner. And I think other people are sending him some examples too. So I sent him about 20 examples of the different ones, the ones with the dot, without the dot, the ears, the doubled ears. I told you that my belief is that it's just all master die doubling. So we'll see.
One popped up in the Facebook group, I think, today on that.
The ear. Yeah.
Yep.
Except that her pictures were really blurry, so I wasn't even gonna try to.
They were pretty bad.
But so I'm not gonna say one way or the other. If those do actually turn out to be hub doubling, they're gonna be super common, like so common that more common than not. I don't know.
And by the way, I had heard, I don't remember where I heard it, but somebody said that they thought they had seen where there was a 2024 no VDB sent.
Oh God.
I've never heard of it.
I saw that too. I think that was posted in a TikTok video too that someone sent me. All that is an over-abraded die or a worn-out die. To me, it looks like it's super worn out because you can see all the radial flow lines. Or it's a struck through grease.
Right.
Either way, it's nothing.
Yeah, God forbid Mike Diamond gets a hold of that. We might have another extra thing on our hands.
Oh my God.
Sorry, Mike. Love you, man.
Yeah, he would have to understand the context of that. It has become a pain in the butt. That extra V, yeah, it's the bane of my existence. So, they didn't just accidentally leave the V off of the die. So it's one thing, you guys, I would suggest that you do when a new something like that comes out and people get really excited and there's videos and blah, blah, blah. Wait about 6 months before you spend any money buying one, because the odds are that it's going to end up being so common that it's going to have no value. So you could very well end up being like those people who spent $800 on the graded examples of the VDBV in the very beginning and will never see that money back again because they've become very common. So that's my suggestion. Just don't give in to the FOMO.
Right.
Just ride it out a little while.
Yeah, unless you're a reseller, because those mid-state 68s have hit $1,000.
But
that would be the only reason why I would do it. But outside of that, I wouldn't cross the road to collect the things.
But Sean, those mid-state 68s are making that money because they're mid-state 68s too.
Yeah, right? Well, they probably make that without the extra V or whatever.
Right. Yeah.
Mine, Anthony. Sorry.
So Anthony, that's Shannon's bird. That's his birdie. And that's probably where that bird learned that from a fire alarm.
Before I took them off the wall. Oh, no.
Yeah. Before you peeled them off the wall.
Let's see. Dan was asking, sent photos in an email of 2011 DDO. Google only allowed him to send 4 pictures. Do we want him to post all of the photos on the Facebook page? I mean, you sure can.
So he sent them in the email?
Uh-huh.
You want me to send 4? Yeah, Southern Coin Hunter, if you can just post it in the Facebook group, that'd be great. And then if we want to put it on the show, we can just grab the photos from that. We've done that before. We've used Facebook posts in the live show. That's one thing we do for you new folks is that our normal show is we pull coins off of the email and we show them to you guys. We highlight them and just it helps you guys to see what kind of stuff is being found. And it teaches you a little bit about varieties and errors and stuff. And we have had some amazing discoveries through our email. So, okay, perfect. We'll give that one to Amanda. Anyway.
And did you see Atog's question, Paula? Did you get the link to the pictures he sent on those coins?
Did I get the link to the pictures?
A link to some pictures. I'm not sure what that is.
About the quarters. Yes, I did. Jesus does love me. You are correct.
Richard is asking, anybody know anything about the 1861 Lubbock coin 1 cent copper? I want silver overgo, but it only a capital I or Roman numeral 1. It doesn't have to be 100. I'm not sure what that means.
What is Alex? Is it true that what did he? I think anybody know anything about 1861 Lubbock coin 1 cent copper? So are you talking about a colonial? Is that a colonial copper? Richard, if you could send us pictures, or I'm not exactly sure. 1861 Confederate States of America 1 cent. So is that a colonial? Or is it 1 cent look-alike Lubbock coin, but silver or gold? Richard, if you could send us pictures to our email, we really can't answer that without pictures. It's probably something that we would need to do a little bit of research on. William, thanks.
I think that's one of those private strikes that they did during the Civil War.
Like a Civil War store card or Civil War token or something?
I don't know if I would call it that. It's
a restrike.
I'm not even sure if you call it exonumia, to be absolutely honest. It's kind of like more of a pattern or something to that effect. I don't know. I don't know a whole lot about it. I've heard of it, but it's too much of a rabbit hole, I guess, for me.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I would love to see pictures of it because now I'm going to wonder about it. So our email address is pinned at the top of the chat. If you could take a few pictures and just send it to us in our email, that would be great. We could definitely give you more information that way than we can this way.
Good night, Calm Waters.
Oh, Eric, thanks. Yeah, we love doing this. This is fun for us. We love hanging out with you guys and answering your questions. We talked about this before. I actually enjoy this. I think all of us kind of do. This Cram session. It's probably my favorite thing that we do. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love looking at your guys' emails, and we've seen some amazing stuff that you guys have sent us, but I love chit-chatting with you guys. Hey, Jen, how's it going?
A little left on though. Well.
Oh, Papa Giorgio, we have not had anybody send us any 23 duplicate star notes in a long time.
True.
I didn't even think about that. It's been a long time.
Sam at Kingdom Currency, he's got a master list of that stuff. So he's a good person to reach out to now. A lot of information on it.
Probably a 1961 restrike. Yeah.
Night, Scott.
That's what I'm thinking, some kind of restrike. But
have a good one, Scott.
Bye, Scott. You have a great week too. Thanks for coming.
I keep teasing him. I'm like, it's time for your sponge bath, huh?
Maybe. Yeah, if you guys don't know too, Sean and Adam both do coin sales on Whatnot, so make sure that you hit them up, that you follow them on Whatnot.
Sean is Tuesday and Friday. I am Wednesday and Sunday.
There you go. Well, I'm going to queue up. Oh, I don't know if anybody got their Liberty and Britannia coins. I got mine in the mail today, and I'm pretty pleased. I'm actually shocked because I wasn't going to order one, but I got the one from the Royal Mint, and so I'm a completionist, so I went ahead and got this one too. It's in a very nice clamshell. It's not in a cardboard box. It's in a very nice clamshell. And they're very beautiful. They're really, really pretty.
Nice.
Yeah, it reminds me of the, the old ASC proofs and commemoratives they used to put in that same container back in the 90s, early 2000s.
Yeah. Very nice little clamshell. In a box, in a box, in a box, in a box.
So let me ask you, the moment that you saw that, what were a few of the things that you liked most about that coin?
The clamshell. That's not about it.
That's not the coin, Paula.
No, I know that's not the coin. No, I was really happy with that though. I was shocked. You guys saw me open it. So I think so. I love the obverse. I guess that's the obverse. Maybe it's I think this is the obverse actually. I'm not really sure.
Well, which side has the date on it?
Well, this side. So this probably is the obverse.
Yeah, I would think so.
It's just I love the stars in the hair. I love this side. This side, not so much, but I knew that before I bought it. I just think they could have done so much more than they did, But I just really love it. I don't really know what I like. It just kind of hits me. You know what I mean? Like sometimes it's hard to describe. I loved this when I saw it. So what do you think? What do you like about it, Sean, since you put me on the spot?
Well, I get mine tomorrow. I had to go back and look at my tracking, and I'm like, yeah, I want to see it for myself.
Yeah.
Because, it kind of seems like it's unlike anything else the Mint has ever produced.
I agree.
Yep. So which makes it different. Not necessarily unique, but
yeah,
there's only one unique chapter today, right, Jen?
I probably will not keep it. Yeah, I only bought one. I probably will not keep it. I probably won't keep the other one either. I will probably love them for a little while, and then I will set them free. I very much am a visual purchaser, I guess. That's the same with all of my collecting. And I guess that's why I love errors so much, because to me, they're just, some of them are so visually appealing. My collection is very willy-nilly. There's no rhyme or reason to it. I don't collect by date. I don't collect by mint mark. I don't collect by series. I kind of just collect what I like and what is visually appealing to me. And this was very visually appealing to me when I saw it. So it'll be fun to see what it does on the secondary market. I haven't really kept track of the other one. Oh, that's my grandson having a fit out there. I gotta shut my window. He's a screamer.
Farm dog, I feel great. It's just I have this like irritated, itchy throat, which is contributing to my what I call 1-900 number voice, the smoky blonde on the other side of the phone. You know, a little bit of pillow talk. You know, you guys get the big idea.
Yeah,
no, it's just my throat. You know, it's like itchy. That's it.
Yeah, Jen, I changed my name a little bit. I put an and sign in between my. It's still Coins Ghouls on Whatnot though, because they don't allow and signs on there for some reason.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Now I have a question for Sean. Do you think by them now having the United States Britannia and the Britain one, do you think that will help boost value maybe a little bit?
That's a great question. My response to that is not immediately, and let me tell you why. I think this is one of those products that's going to appreciate over time, and there's very few U.S. Mint products that I put it under that mold. If we're not aware, the U.S. Mint actually cut the sales of the Liberty Britannia coins, you know, and they had plenty that they could have sold. I don't know how many they sold. We could all go into the report and find out. But I think the potential is there, but over time. This is not something that you're going to double your money right away.
Right.
But, you know, because they did stop the sales of this product, and we don't see that much from the U.S. Mint.
I'll be right back.
I think they gave it, a 60-day window or something. Maybe it was 30 days. I'm not sure. But, yeah, it's a long hold, Alex. Yeah, this is nothing that's going to, you know, be, you know, you're not going to retire off of it right now. Now, if you ordered a whole bunch of them, then, you know. But I think this product will appreciate over time, but it's going to take time. It could be a year. It could be 5 years. It could be 10 years.
Yeah, I was just talking to Paula before we came on. And I was like, it'd be kind of cool if I could grade both of them in one holder side by side. That'd be kind of cool. I wonder if
and I'm willing to bet they could do that too. Yeah, especially through NGC.
It's just weird because you know how they do world coins and U.S. coins separate. You know what I'm saying? So I'm wondering if that.
Well, they do have a dual holder with the Pride of Two Nations, Royal Canadian Mint and U.S. Point. Yeah, so they do have that. I have no doubt in my mind that they could do it with this one as well.
Okay.
They'll probably have a special label for it and everything. Hey, Adam, do you know if CAC grading does dual multiple holders? Where you get multiple coins in a holder?
On that, to be honest.
I don't think they do yet.
They might not have them yet. Because I know that Albanese was talking about that. They might not have all the special holders and stuff.
Yeah, I don't think they're crazy. I don't think they're crazy about that, period. It seems like I remember Mike and Matt asking Ron Dravutsky about the special labels or something like that, or him saying something about them not being fans of those like first strike things and all those weird labels. But maybe I just dreamt that.
You mean the buzzwords? And,
Yeah.
they're not particularly fond of moderns in general.
Mm-mm.
Like they would rather grade like a lot of the older stuff.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
set
but
up.
I just bought that March of Dimes set too.
I'm gonna set up the giveaway real quick.
Mike says he's back. Those ribs were killer.
I bet they were. And yet
Were they finger looking good?
That's true, Mike.
Finger licking good.
Finger looking good.
Hey, Mike, you need to come to Kansas City and get you some KC ribs.
Why can't I? There it is. Tool. Okay.
When you get a coin that was part of getting pressure on dies correct for stamping coins and edges are not ridged and impression is light, would that be an error coin? So, Richard, that could be a number of things. If you want, you can send us pictures of a coin in question.
Right.
Our email is pinned at the top of the chat, and we can certainly try to help answer that.
Yeah, because there's lots of causes of weak struck coins, and there's lots of causes where edges are not ridged, or things like that. So you could have a wrong planchet error. You could have a struck through grease. You could have a taper plant. Yeah, lots of causes. We can't tell without seeing photos of that. I mean, we could sit here all day and just guess, but that's not what we do. We like to make sure that you guys get the correct information.
William wants to know where to find the nice little coin holder to use to photo or view without touching the coin. I think he's talking about those.
The coin
those
view.
things, yeah.
Coinview.com. I'm not sure. Give me just a second to set this giveaway up, and I'll see if I can grab his link, or if somebody else in the meantime can get it before me. So we're going to go ahead and let's go ahead and do the giveaway on the book, since I don't think we're going to be on very much longer. Let's see, where am I? I need to share my screen. There we go. And there is your keyword. If you guys can type in Henning, and it doesn't have to be capitalized, but that's your buzzword for the giveaway. Type in Henning. My NNA is coming due. I'll get that done, Jen. And that reminds me that we do a ANA sponsored gold membership giveaway every month. And our last show of the month, my grandson is having a meltdown. I'm sorry. I apologize for that, you guys. Welcome to my family. 75 likes. Sean's voice will get better. Make sure you guys are hitting that like button. And if you're not already subscribed, please subscribe. And tell your friends about us. Share the love.
Do it for the vocal cords.
Do it for the vocal cords, right?
Yeah.
So this is for a giveaway for this book by Joe Cronin. We love Joe Cronin. Hopefully he'll be on here soon. Henning. There you go. We only have 36 entries. Do we not have very many people watching?
It says there's 79 at the moment.
Come on, get your entries in.
Sally Hemmings.
And then, not Sally. Sally. Mike, you need this book. Oh, you think you ordered one, though, didn't you, Mike? Well, you could still get this book and give it away.
True.
Is he still selling those?
Yes, he has 40. I think last time I checked, he only had 40 copies left. So he is still selling these. And if you go on our Facebook group, there's a post with his information on there. I know, Joey. Just be patient with us. This won't be forever. I know you don't like it.
It does help us, though.
It does help us. You know, we are sitting kind of stagnant, and we would like our channel to grow. So it does help us grow.
Yeah, we should be at 10,000 subs by now, guys.
We should be.
Yeah.
What's up with that?
It's been slow going, and we're figuring that putting this format out there every so often will help in that department, and that's why we do it.
But we appreciate you guys for coming in and hanging out with us tonight, everything. All your great questions tonight. We will be back next week. And you'll get to see us showing, if you're new, you'll get to see us showing some coins from our emails, from our viewers. All right, I'm going to go ahead and draw this. We got 48. Good luck, everybody.
Good luck, everyone.
3, 2, 1, go.
And it is...
Oh, Farm Dog, so close.
So close.
Congratulations. So close, Farm Dog.
Yay!
So close.
So close. Okay, Rockzilla, congratulations. Please use our email pinned at the top to send us your YouTube name, your real name, and your shipping information. And I'll get this out sometime this year.
Sometime this year. Wow.
Sometime this year, I'll get this
right.
out.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, though.
All right.
All right. Well,
thanks for coming.
Great show. Thanks for coming, everybody. We appreciate you. Again, if you're not subscribed, please give us a sub and spread the word about us. We work hard for you guys, and we appreciate everything that you guys do for us. So on that note, hasta pasta. See you next week.
We'll see you next week.
Have a great night, y'all.
Bye, guys.
Good night. Have a great week.